I haven't done a video in a while because they keep blocking the channel. As I've told you, they make it impossible for me to upload videos. It takes me ages to upload the videos. I've also been blocked again on Facebook for 3 days for some mad reason, and I was working, I was painting. I haven't been on Facebook, but I still got banned for something. This video today is about something beside the sun. Now, I'm sure we've all heard stories of Nibiru and Wormwood and asteroids coming in and all these sorts of stories. So I know all about the Nibiru stuff. I've been following this since 2009. I've done all my research on it. It sort of conflicts with some of the beliefs that I have, but I do know that there is something out there, and I do know there is something that has been spotted by a lot of people, a lot of influential people as well. So I welcome all comments, but there's no point in messaging me stuff about Nibiru or Blue Kachina or Planet X. I know about all this stuff. The only reason why I'm making this video is to show you that there's definitely something there, so you can all go and do your own research. You see them all over Facebook and all over YouTube. I certainly have. But I've seen a couple of videos that really intrigued me. They were live videos of something beside the sun, and you could tell there was something beside the sun because you could see clouds passing over. So it wasn't lens flare. And what they were using was the very expensive solar glass. But what some guys on YouTube were telling me, or telling the audience, was to use welding glass. Just ordinary welding glass. Comes like this. You can't see through it. It's really, really black. But it turns out it's green if you hold it up. Anyway, so I got a few sheets of these, stuck it on the back of the iPad. I'm gonna film the sun, so we'll see what happens live here, and we'll see if there's something beside the sun or not. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at the sun through some welder's glass. Now, we'll talk about lens flare. We can see this green lens flare flying around here when I move the camera. Now here's some clouds coming over the sun. Now watch how they cover the other object. You see? So you know it's not a lens flare. So there's definitely something there. Right, there's the clouds covering it again. Completely. Now here's a bigger cloud coming. We'll just wait for this. Right, so that's just blots that out. You can still see it a little bit under the clouds, but then there as it comes back again. So this is just welder's glass, and it's obviously not a lens flare because there's the two little lens flares over there. You can see them flying around, but when we move back to this, you can see clearly, and it gets covered with the clouds again. So I'm gonna watch this throughout the day and see if it moves or if it gets closer to the sun or anything at all interesting. Now, it went out of focus at the same time. Let me try something. If I block the camera and I come in, start to readjust, a lens flare wouldn't do that. Now I know it's not a lens flare, I can tell you it's not a lens flare. It's getting covered by them clouds, that's why. But the thing here is, the sun is still very bright. It's pure white in the middle of this green welder's lens glass. But this other thing is not as illuminated. So that's the only thing that I can say really about that. There's definitely two there. And it's not the moon. And it's too big to be anything else, like Jupiter or Venus or whatever. There is adjusting again. Oops, sorry about that. Right, I'm trying to do something. I'll touch the middle of the camera to refocus. Trying to refocus on it to get a clearer shot. But anyway, guys, there it is. proof that there's something definitely beside the sun. Okay, so you're on board with me so far. It is what it is. We can see that there's definitely something beside the sun. I'm going to take a few more videos later on just to see if it's moved or came closer, or if anything else appears, because apparently this Nibiru system has miniature solar system, you know, its own little family of planets and moons and stuff like that there. So it's something you would need to research yourself. Now, I'm not saying that it is Nibiru, okay? I'm just saying that there's something up there and it shouldn't be. And if you take a look again at this picture, you'll see that they're very, very similar in size. The only difference there would be the halo around the sun. The glow around the sun would make it appear bigger. But I guarantee you, if I was to overlap them two, that they would be the same size, roughly, or therein. It's not illuminated as the sun, obviously, because the sun is very bright white. This is a more subtle glow emission of light. So you can see that there's something definitely there. I wouldn't question this video at all if I was watching it from home like yourself. I've demonstrated how it's not lens flare. We can also see here when we look, I can run this through different filters. Okay, it's about an hour later, guys, and we're still in the same spot, and you can still see the lens flare. I'll actually put the lens flare over the top of it, right? Or try my best to. Here, give it a little kiss. Alright, so we can see it's not moving. It's definitely there. Yeah, get a bit of a focus in on that. It's hard to focus in because the camera automatically wants to focus in on the brightest point, which obviously is the sun. Try to focus in on the sun itself. It's hard. It's pretty wicked looking at the sun with the naked eye, not through a camera lens, with the naked eye, through the welder's glass. It really is. You can near enough see movement, if that makes any sense. You can just see that there's movement there. So guys, I've already given you my opinion on what I think the reason for this lockdown and everything else is because there's something up there that shouldn't be up there. I don't know, could this be the fake sun that the Chinese are experimenting with? Either way, there's something up there beside the sun, guys, and I think you'll agree with me there. There's no trickery here, not on this channel. So just to be fair, what I did was I've used my Samsung Galaxy phone. It's an old phone, but it's slightly better than the iPad, I think, for zooming in. I've zoomed in max on this again, and I'm just oh, here's big clouds coming again. Same thing. It gets covered up, it gets decimated in there. And there's no other lens flare that I can see, not in this light anyway. I'll probably see when I go back to analyze. So if you see lens flares, don't be jumping on saying I seen a lens flare. So this is why they're spraying the skies as well, guys. Well, there's a lot of reasons why they're spraying up there in the skies, but one of them is to cover this up from people like me. You can clearly see it there. There's two of them. Now it actually looks like it's moved out a little bit further from the last time when I was on the iPad camera. Oh, there's definitely something there, alright. And as I say, that's why they're constantly spraying, because if you notice, they always spray in front of the sun. I've always wondered why, and then you hear that they're saying they're spraying in front of the sun to deflect the sun's light. Well, whatever. All I know is there's something beside the sun now, and it's evident. If anybody even tries to debunk this, you must be made of wood. Anybody can do this. You just get your glass, order it on eBay, it's only a few pound. a few quid, and you can go out and look for yourself. Okay, well that's this vid for today, guys. I'm going to keep an eye on this, as I say, and I'll keep you all updated. So there you go. So I'll keep an eye on this tomorrow, the next few days, next weeks, whatever. Now that I have this stuff, it was quite cheap on eBay, just welder's glass. If you look at it directly through with no camera, you don't get that big glare that you see on the camera. You just see an orange ball. It really is fantastic. But you can see that there's something also accompanying the sun today, so we'll keep an eye on that. So, if you like the video, hit like, subscribe, and I'll keep you as informed as often as I can. YouTube is not my thing, guys. I'm not a YouTuber as such, but when interesting things like this come along, I certainly will be bringing it to your attention.